Hello everyone, what is cooking all you good looking people out there, and welcome to another exciting episode of GeoGuessr. Here we are starting off the episode like we start off most of our episodes, realizing we are, well, very clearly in Russia, and going to be just making a stab, taking a guess as to where we are in the world. Well, why don't we go for Novogorod, or however you would pronounce this place. I like this place. It looks quite nice, and why don't we give it a stab? No, we were all the way across the world in Tomsk. Well, that's not actually the point of this episode. Usually, well, in this episode number, oh god, I believe we're episode 61 now, I am going to be making just a regular challenge, a timed challenge. We're going to create that, and the URL for you all is url.geoguessr.com/6jy4. You can find that down in the description below. Make sure you click on that, go do the challenge, come back to the video, watch me do it, and then comment on how you did or things I can improve on for future runs. Great, looks like that's a challenge. So why don't we start off and do that? Time limited challenge accepted. That is perfect. And here we are in what looks to be, well, I was gonna say Canada, but I'm thinking the US right now. This sort right here doesn't really look like an American flag, actually, but this thing kind of maybe does. I mean, there's blue, but that's not necessarily the case. We're going to find out a little bit more. It looks like, God, I mean, wherever we are, the roads aren't too well equipped, but that's okay. So this right here is an Acadian flag. This is an Acadian flag, which means we are in, like, we're if I just had to guess, we are, like, over here in this area of the world. That's just the guess I'm gonna make. Now this is probably gonna be a lot of no, that's not a help at all. That's just literally that's just a road. So yeah, we are deep in Acadia, which is like see Canada, but was there was another Acadian flag we got around here. It's sort of Acadian is kind of like the whole idea of like I think it's like French Canadians, but like from this area, when the French first came to Canada and stuff like that, there was a big French community there, and then they kind of got ousted in the like 1750s or something, and then they like moved down to Louisiana or something like that, and then into Quebec and stuff. This is sort of the history that I think I remember learning. But there you go. That's the whole idea. So I do know what that flag looks like. So I think we're probably in that area. In fact, this might be able to tell me where we are if I could actually see where we are. I'm familiar with a couple of cities there. I think we're like near the bay. Yeah. So like a villa on the beach. There's a lot of French here. So I'm gonna say we're in specifically. Do I think we're actually in New Brunswick, or do I think we're like right over here? I don't actually. I'm not really certain of that. I really wish I found a little bit more, because I feel like I could specifically know where I am if I just saw the name of this place, but I haven't seen it at all. So that's just like a guess that I'm making. We could be in a bunch of different places. There are big French communities in a lot of these areas. Sandy beach camping. Does that actually mean anything? Route Capel. Okay. That's not over here or anything like that. Canning, Wolfville, Annapolis, Digby, no. We're looking like over here near like Wolfville. Sure. I mean, I'm just gonna go to a place that I actually know where it is, and we're gonna see where it is relative to that. Make the guess, and we were in that general area, but we were actually on the New Brunswick side, and here it is. Could have actually found it, but there you go. So pretty darn close to that area. There we go. Look at that, Summerside. We were there a couple of episodes ago. 3,044 points. So there you go. That is that's not too bad. I could have done better though if I just had a little bit more time. I could have found it right on the map. That's okay. All right, here we were very, well, not very clearly, but we are in Australia, at least as far as I know. Something road ahead. Well, I mean, yeah, you should probably put some signs up about this road. It's, well, not in the world's best condition. We can't go a little bit further, which really blows because there's some signs down that way. Really wish I would have been able to see them, but it looks like the Google truck kind of got scared and decided they didn't want to go down that endless dirt road. They didn't know that people were going to be geoguessing around there and wanting to see what the deal is. 80 kilometers an hour is the speed limit here, which doesn't really mean jack shit, but is still something. Again, this is just going to be a crapshoot because honestly, we can be in one of many places. If I had to guess, we are somewhere along this line right here, this horizontal line going from like about here to here. And we could either be in this area over here or in this area over here. And I don't know which one we are. So which one shall we guess? Well, usually I guess this to be in here, and I think it ends up being over here. I think this is a drier, deserty area. If I had to guess, I don't actually know that. So I'm almost just making that up. But why don't we make a guess? I mean, I don't really think... Let's go to 1 minute left on the clock. I don't want to spend too much time in a... Well, if I move. I don't want to spend too much time in a location like this, just because we're not going to see anything. I mean, it is beautiful, and I would like to see a place like this in real life myself one day, but... I mean, it's not the first tourist destination I'm running off to, let me tell you that much, but it is very nice, so there is definitely that. I mean, but it is sort of the kind of place that we've seen a lot in GeoGuessr, so sort of lost its mystique, especially since, well, where the hell are we? There could be an infinite number of places, but, I mean, if you live near stuff like this, that's pretty cool. I mean, it looks nothing at all like anything I see in my regular days. So let's go over here, make the guess, and, oh, we were actually right in Northern Territory. Fuck, we never are when I think we are. Anyways, there you go. 2,188 points. That's not so good. Ooh, we are in something like Finland or Sweden. So that is interesting. I mean, just look at this. Wow, or Norway. Or Norway. You can't forget Norway in these ones. We're somewhere along those lines. You can tell immediately. Not really necessarily because of the surroundings, because you could see surroundings like this in Alaska or Yukon, but really what you get to see in these ones is see the roads, how they got white lines and dotted white lines on the side. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of stuff that I really think we're seeing in well, that's the kind of thing that definitely tells you Scandinavia, and I'm not really sure what else it tells you. Now, there was some sort of weird sign. There was, okay, that was a P. It looked like it had a little bit more letters going on it. I think that doesn't really tell me anything. But to me, that is, I mean, the Sweden and Finnish signs are just so damn similar to each other. I'm pretty, Swedish and Finnish signs are like, they use the blue signs like that, don't they? They both do it. So that's what really throwing me off here. What have we got here? We've got something, Kvan, I don't really know what that really means. Let's go over here and see, can we turn down this way? Someone in the, we got Kohlberg, someone told me in the comments section how does, the road, what road is in Swedish and Finnish, and I think in Finland it's like T, like tie or something like that, I don't know how you would pronounce that, and then in, Swedish it would be like a V word, like VI something, a little bit of a longer word. I'm not sure if I might have mixed those two up. I remember I read that comment and I was like, oh, that's really useful information. If only it would be relevant to me if I ever saw a street sign like that. I'm not really going to find anything. I mean, I've pretty much decided that we got to be pretty high north, right? If there's not even little houses around, then we've got to be going up north here. Although, to be honest, I don't know if we necessarily are. I mean, this lake's not frozen, so it's not like I mean, maybe. Fuck, I don't really know. I mean, the lake's definitely not frozen. There is snow, but we could be in many places. Let's not go too high north because the lake isn't frozen over. Should we go Sweden or Finland? I think we decided Sweden, and I think we've decided that we were going to be in like this area over here. So why don't we go and... Oh my god, there's a lot of, should we go, say, we're near, we're near, Dorothy, or somewhere like over here, right there. Sure, that looks good to me. Let's make the guess, and we were, in fact, even higher north than that. Wow, we were, nothing really telling me anything about this. Jokkmokk. Well, there you go. Had sort of the right idea. 2,628 points. Could have gone even more north. I just felt we weren't that north, but God, look at that. We certainly were. Okay, next location. We are somewhere somewhere like Mexico or Brazil or something like that. I don't know. It's hard to tell right off the bat what country we're in, but these signs here are going to be some pretty clear indications, and it looks like we are in Mexico. And let me tell you why. You can see it looks a lot like a North American road, but these signs right here, I don't know how familiar you are with them. If you're not from North America, it might be kind of hard to tell, but they don't really look like the ones you see in the US or Canada. They're a little bit more, and it's hard to really pinpoint why exactly, but they're more cartoony to me. I don't know if that's not the best way to describing them, but they're different looking. They don't look the same. They look they look just different. They're not the same signs, but you have many of the same types of signs. These ones are very identical, but the arrows they just look a little bit different. Many of the same road signs are just they seem to have gone with a different artist or a different rendition of the exact same thing, because we do have the exact same thing here in North America. I mean, here in either Canada or the U.S., but I guess in Mexico they've decided to go for something slightly different. Now, this area of Mexico is an area of Mexico I'm really not familiar with. I don't know what exactly is the deal with it. I can't, like, it's, I mean, look at this. I mean, look at this forest of trees. It's beautiful. It's like this weird, like, flat ground, little grass, trees that are very sparse apart. I mean, going camping somewhere like this, it might be hot as hell. But if it isn't, I mean, this would be a beautiful place. This is a really, really beautiful place. Seems like a lovely drive. I mean, just look how sparse the trees are, but like it's a big forest of trees. And there's not too much crap on the ground, no bushes. It's just like grass and then like trees. I don't know. It looks really cool to me. This is the kind of environment that I would love to just go hang out in. It seems like it'd be very nice and relaxing. Although, you can see people like dirt bike and stuff around here. Maybe we got a little bit of a creek going on there. It's very lovely. I have no flippin' clue where in Mexico this could be. This is all like desert type area, so let's go a little bit down south. This is all like this is super like mountainous area. This is like a very tropical area, so why don't we go and say we're like over here in this area, sort of near the coast, not in like the super desert area, not in these big rough mountains. I don't know, somewhere like over here. That seems to make sense to me. It doesn't, not necessarily, but why don't we go somewhere like right around here, I think, or maybe closer to the water, or away. The water comes in all cloudy, and then yeah, so we're gonna go closer to the water, somewhere like right over here. Let's make that guess. I don't know what happened there. That's a good question. I might have ran out of time, but it looks like I got the points. It's a tough one. That was really my bad. I wasn't really paying attention. I hope I got the points. We're gonna find out at the end of the round if I did or if I didn't. But we're gonna at least find out where that was. So I mean, clearly I didn't get that great of a score. What do we got? We had like 3,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2. Oh my god, I must have gotten something really bad then, or not gotten any points at all, which would be pretty darn devastating. All right, well, whatever. We're gonna figure it out at the end of the show. That's really a big shame. The show, jeez, what am I? Oh, god, that really sucks. Hopefully, this is like the second time. We're in France, it looks like. Because Les Moulins, that's like the mills, and we've got signs like that. They love their D's in France. The roads all have like D signs. We got Rougemont. Which is, it seems like Rougemont is probably a big place. So that's where I'm guessing. We're definitely in France. Do we have a Rougemont anywhere that I can see? I'm just sort of panning around. I think Rougemont would be a big place. We got Provence, that sort of area. I don't know, Lyon, Geneva. No, nothing like that. God, do I see Rochefort, La Rochelle? Nantes. Oh God, I don't know. Is there anything else that has to do with anything over here? I don't see it. It's not immediately coming to me. So that's a little bit of an issue. We are sort of running out of time, unfortunately. Versailles. Oh God, I don't think I'm gonna find it. No, we're like that's Brittany and stuff like that over there. And no, I guess we're not doing it. I think it's in the south. I think it's near Bordeaux. If I don't even remember. I mean, these are D roads, right? So D roads are pretty damn small. We need to find the big E roads if we're gonna get anywhere. I'm not a big, connoisseur of the topography of France. I don't know how. I mean, look at this. This is very beautiful. I really want to make sure that I don't run out of time, so I think I'm gonna make a guess, but I just don't know. It's a real shame that it's coming down to this, but why don't we make a guess somewhere over here, somewhere between Bordeaux and Toulouse? Let's go place it right there, make the guess, and we were all the way across France, 2,384 points. In Rougemont is very small. My God, it's not a very big place. All the way over here near Switzerland. Let's see how we did. Mexico, we actually did place it down, thankfully enough. So what we got? We got 12,563 points. We placed it down at the very last second, and we can actually see we're over here near Durango, and I guessed right over here. You know what? That's fine with me. That seems like a decent guess. We got this one, Canada. That's sort of the right area. Could have maybe found it. Didn't have any sort of provincial clues. What do we got? Australia. That's not as bad as an Australian guess can go. France. Well, we kind of got across France. Sweden, sort of right area. You know, there wasn't a real banger on this one. To get the high points, you got to get a banger in the round. We just didn't. We got sort of average guesses all around. Never a real bang. So anyways, I'm going to say that I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. And as always, I will see you guys tomorrow for a viewer challenge. Tune in and see you guys next time. Aw, yeah. Cue the royalty-free music. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, everybody. Get on your feet. Stand up, look at the screen, and repeat. I'm gonna like, rate, comment, and subscribe. I love watching Ather vids all of the time. Thanks for dropping by and spending the time. Hope you've enjoyed, and let's get on with our lives. Oh, yeah. Thanks to Kevin MacLeod for these awesome beats. Woo, yeah. Have a good one.